Bob offers a friendly bet, and he says, "I bet I can out eat you."
Gosh.
And get back to the shop. He's like, "Hey, loser gets to tattoo a on the other person." Keep in mind, I'm a new apprentice. I have not even touched fake skin yet. I've never picked up a tattoo machine at all. So in my head, I'm like, this is awesome. If I win this bet, I get my first tattoo ever will be on another artist, and it'll be how great is that?
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another video. It's Brandon from Tattooing 101, and today we have some special guests with me. I have Shane, and
What's up?
Obviously from the other videos you've met Waylen. So I'm going to let Shane do a brief background of how long he's been tattooing, and yeah, go for it.
What's up, guys? Been tattooing for 1 year now, apprenticing for 3 years. So kind of had a little long of an apprenticeship. So I was actually just telling Waylen and Brandon, I don't like to include the time I was apprenticing. So we'll just say a year. I'm doing it for 1 year. I love it.
It's definitely
It's a good
a
job.
business to get into for
It's a good
sure.
job.
And obviously everyone knows that Wayland's been tattooing for 6 years. I've been tattooing since dinosaurs were around. So in today's podcast, we're going to get into our favorite tattoos and some backstories behind them, along with some tattoos that we don't like. We're just going to, spit off a couple that, come to mind. I have quite a few on the top of my head, but let's give Shane the stage to start out.
All right, where we start? Are we starting with ones we don't like or ones we do like?
Let's
'Cause I got a couple that I don't like for sure.
nice. So let's keep it to 3 we don't like, because I could go on all day.
Right.
Like, it's way easier.
3
to
I don't
not
like.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. Are we gonna show them or just talk about them?
I know the one that you're going to say, and we probably shouldn't.
That's the one I was thinking of.
Yeah, we'll think of a different
Viewer
word.
discretion advised.
Yeah, think of a different word for that one. So like not the
Right.
D word, but like what's
The
that?
P word.
Penis.
Is that?
Yeah, I
Can
feel
we
like
say-
that's
is that
that's
inappropriate?
professional. No, it's just anatomy. It's
Absolutely.
just the anatomy of
Heck
the
yeah.
human.
Becca.
So when I started my apprenticeship, I was just a young tatter tot. We had this guy working for us. We'll just call him Bob.
Good old Bob.
Good old Bob.
No, Bob.
So here I am, a young tatter tot, and Bob offers a friendly bet, and he says, "I bet I can out eat you." And now keep in mind, I'm like 150 pounds soaking wet.
Bob's a big old boy.
Yeah, and Bob is a big old boy, but sometimes we let the ego get to us, I guess. And I thought I could out eat this guy, and ended up going to McDonald's, and we got 5 McDoubles. And this guy is like 6 foot, every bit of 200 plus pounds.
Oh, gosh.
And get back to the shop. He's like, "Hey, loser gets to tattoo a penis on the other person." Keep in mind, I'm a new apprentice. I have not even touched fake skin yet. I've never picked up a tattoo machine at all. So in my head, I'm like, this is awesome. If I win this bet, I get my first tattoo ever will be on another artist, and it'll be a penis. How great is that?
It's a once in a lifetime opportunity.
That is a once in a lifetime opportunity. But needless to say, for the sake of video length, I didn't
win.
I didn't win. So I have about a 5-inch penis.
5 inches?
Yeah,
It's
it's about
I
yay
got
big.
up this week. So.
Yeah. Brandon's gonna cover it up for me finally.
Oh my! I was thinking like.
Oh no, it's nice.
Oh no! Nice, solid, bold outlines.
It should be an actual.
It's life size depending on who you are. Yeah.
Okay.
Factual. Yes, absolutely. So yeah, we'll just say I have a life size penis on my thigh. I'm no longer a gambling man. So
No, yeah, I've never been a gambling.
I no longer make bets.
Come on now.
I've been gambling.
Why is it a thing that tattoo artists do? They're like, let me tattoo a penis on you because
Yeah.
whoa. I covered one up on this man right here and tell him where it was.
Yeah, it was on my butt cheek.
That's funny, though.
It was
Yeah,
a bet.
That's pretty
It
funny.
was not life size though.
Hey, look, I know we're
It was
covering
tiny.
it up.
It was tiny.
I know we're covering it up, but it does make for great conversation. It's a good icebreaker.
Yeah.
You get a client that's like kind of nervous, and
Maybe at least you
I
don't
have a
have
penis
beer.
on my thigh.
okay, well I don't go into it like that. I just ease them into it, and it's a good way to break
Just
the
the
ice.
tip. No,
Just a good way to break the ice.
no.
That's got to be my most hated one.
Yeah.
We're not going to show that one on camera. But I do have 2 others that I'm just really upset about.
Okay.
I have a big old broken heart on my
Oh, that's
chest.
dark, yeah.
Complete waste of space here, okay? This is what happens when you are young, hormonal, and just got broken up with.
Yeah, that's
So-
some real estate too.
Yeah, this is good real estate for a nice piece. That's probably going to end up getting lasered.
Oh man.
Or we're going to try to maybe just go in it with white ink and see what happens.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
The second one is actually also on my other chest, and I just have kind of a lady here for some reason. I kind of wanted like the hair to kind of flow around like
The nipple? Yeah.
the nipple a little bit, and he just didn't do it.
I'd own that one. That one's kind of cool.
It's kind of cool. I
Yeah.
think we might be able to cover it, maybe. Or I might just laser that as well. I don't
kind of
know.
like it. I mean, it's not traditional.
weird
It doesn't
placement,
match.
It doesn't match, it doesn't match. But I was like, dude, I was 18 or
You could
19.
add a tongue, like a neo-traditional tongue,
Stop.
to just lick around the nip.
We could.
That'd be
We
cool.
could. I'm open. I'm
Yeah.
open. Those would probably be my three. I have a lot of stuff on my apprentice leg, as I like to call it.
Yeah, everyone does.
Yeah, but I don't hate them.
Yeah.
I don't hate them. I like having them. I get to look at that and I'm like, that's what my work used to look
Yeah.
like. So I can actually see.
Reflect.
Yeah, it is. It's a reflection. It's a reminder. I hop out the shower and I'm drying off and I look down. I'm like, hey, I used to suck at this. But here we are.
Then you look at the other leg and you're like, oh.
Right.
But,
So I used to suck at tattooing and make poor bets.
yeah. I will say you probably just haven't gotten there yet, because everything that I did when I first started, I'm like, man, I sucked, and I have that shit on me too.
But I feel
So,
like you
like-
thought you were great. Like,
But back then, yeah, like when I
I feel like
first
that's
started,
normal.
yeah,
I
like
thought I was great at one point too.
my other podcast I had with Nathan, I was talking like, I tattooed on my brother for the longest period of time, and I was like, I'm about to screw you up. And
I did the same thing.
I was
with my
just
brother.
so excited to destroy his arm, and like, he didn't care, I didn't care, and now I'm like, man, why did you let me?
That's your family member, first of all. You have to see them very often.
Yeah,
so.
like the worst idea ever. Like, if you're first starting out, don't tattoo a family member. Tattoo someone that like possibly has been to prison.
See, I do it because my brother has been to prison.
True.
So,
Yeah. True. Yeah.
works
it
for
works.
me.
See, my brother, I don't know how, but he hasn't. I love you, Braden, if you're watching. But yeah, he's never gotten into no crazy trouble. But yeah, back to the subject. What are your 3 least favorite tattoos? Still trying to figure out what mine are. Don't say anything I did on you either. That's mean.
The forest is awesome.
Yeah, but I have a cookie moon.
Yeah, it is a cookie. It looks straight up like a chocolate
Wow.
cookie.
And I had it reworked. I had a Grim Reaper up here.
Yeah.
And so I have another moon. So I have double moons. So I would probably have to say
The cookie.
the cookie moon. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, double moons are
And
could
then
be a thing though.
yeah, and then probably my hands, like the sides,
Yeah.
because they just don't hold.
Outdated,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I asked him to do them, but he wouldn't do them because he didn't want to do them, and so I got another artist to do them.
Yeah.
And they just
Mine faded pretty bad too.
That's why I haven't bothered doing mine,
They
to be
weren't
honest. Yeah.
going well, and they heal up.
I don't even know why I
trash.
got rock and roll. I thought I was a rock star at one point of life.
It's awesome.
He still does that.
I do still think that sometimes. But cool. So you have 2. Well, I guess that's 3. I mean, that kind of counts as a
Cookie moon,
Cookie moon,
side of the hands,
side of the hands.
That's
Ones that
good.
I like.
ones that you
No,
don't like.
yeah, it
you
has
need
to be
one more
don't
that
like.
you don't like.
Oh shit. Probably the one that I did, like my first kneecap that I ever did. I did on myself.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And I did a dog skull, which just doesn't, if you can imagine, it's like elongated. It just doesn't fit
Mhm.
well.
Right. It doesn't fit the shape of the knee.
No, and when you move it like stretches even
Really
further.
weird.
It was the
yeah.
first knee I did, so I was like, I might as well mess up myself.
Yeah. Sure. That makes sense.
So
It does. It does.
I'm still really trying to pick 3. Like I'm heavily tattooed with trash. Man. So let's start out with my face tattoo. I cannot stand the curse I have on top of my face, because that's like,
I don't blame you.
a very negative thing. And I
Mhm.
got it on my face because I was an angry child. And mind you, I was like not a child at this time I got it. I was probably like 24. But that's childish thinking, I feel like. If you have
Right.
that tattooed
Yeah,
on
no.
the face, I'm not saying anything against you, but for me personally,
because you change and you evolve
Yeah,
as a
yeah.
person.
Sometimes
but
it's not
still-
about where you have it, but it's what you
Yeah,
have.
yeah,
too,
yeah, for sure. So I would say that one. if I could go back and get a clean slate, just absolutely no tattoos on me, I would do it immediately. And then, I just got so much stuff when I first started because I wanted to look the part. I was like, if I look like a tattoo artist, I'm going to be able to do this. Like, like a magic thing that you just get from looking like it. So I got a ton of stuff that was really dumb. I don't know. This whole arm, obviously, I blacked out, so that's all trash. I did when I first started. And yeah, couldn't stand any of it, so I decided to black it out. Now I have a black arm. And what's one more that I cannot stand?
I love the chicken.
The chicken's awesome.
I call it a chicken, but it's like it was supposed to be an eagle.
It's a crow. It's supposed to be a crow.
First of all,
if I could talk about the penis on my thigh, we could talk about this chicken.
Okay.
Yeah, but
so
first of all, every tattoo that he went into and still does, like he will be like, okay, enough is enough, let's be done. And the tattoo's not even done. So half of them, even ones that I've done on him, he's like, this is good enough.
Yeah, I don't care.
It's all right. So it's just the chicken head.
Yeah.
And half of the wing.
Well, so I was an apprentice at the time, and I was like, I want a rib tattoo, so I'm going to do that because, like, this is what I'm learning, so might as well. And I started on it, and I was like, got to like right here, and I was
So
like,
you did this
You did it
yourself?
yourself?
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so there you go. Yeah.
And then I got to, where the body should start, and then it's starting to go past my rib area, and I was like, how am I going to do this? And it, finally came to me that this isn't going to happen. It's physically impossible for me to be behind my back at the same time. So now I have just a chicken or a crow's head tattooed on me, and I didn't do shading on it because obviously it was just a head. So don't tattoo yourselves in crazy way. I know I say this all the time, but I mean it from the most loving way possible. Don't be me because you're going to regret it. So that would be my 3 tattoos that I hate.
Yeah.
So now let's talk about some
About what we
positive.
love.
Yeah, ends with some positivity.
Go to the low.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back to me again. We're gonna start with me on this one.
Change it up. Let's go Waylen.
Yeah, let's start with
down
Waylen.
the
Work our
line.
way down. Yeah.
Talk
And
about
my
things-
favorite one probably ever is just our daughter's name on my
Yeah.
hand.
Yeah,
And
hate that.
it's not even what it is. It's just it's a good placement.
It is.
It is a good
It's
placement.
very
It's a good
perfectly drawn. Who did it again? Oh, that's right.
Oh, you did it.
Yeah.
It's full of them. So.
No, but
But yeah, I love that
yeah, it's a
one.
good tattoo.
And I obviously love this one on my arm that I had reworked. It was a Grim Reaper, and it was awful.
It's a great tattoo.
And now it's been redone. It's amazing.
Yeah, I wouldn't even known that's a cover up.
Yeah,
Isn't it amazing? I mean, it's very dark, but it had to be.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah, but I can't even see anything behind it.
Yeah, and a Grim Reaper, like I
That's
literally
awesome.
told her, I was like, no, we're gonna have to black that out because
Yeah, like how are you gonna cover that? Like
and
envisioning a dark
Yeah.
robe and whatnot. Yeah.
it's wild.
Yeah, I went to an amazing artist because he was like, let's just black it out. And I was like, let's
No.
not.
Yeah,
It would be different if I was like,
It's worth it though. It's
Yeah.
worth it for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Especially if you didn't want to go blackout. You know what I mean?
it's just not, it's not my style. And then my other favorite is probably my chest, which it's like an oil lamp with moths, but everyone thinks they're butterflies, but I just go along
I
with
think
it.
it's an orange grinder.
He can't stand it, but
Yeah. I mean, it kind of looks like what do you make orange juice with?
A juicer.
yeah, it thinks it looks
It
like
does,
the top
man.
of a
It does.
juicer.
You can see it right. Look,
Let me see.
right there.
He's
you
a
see it?
hater.
Looks like orange juice right there.
Mm.
What
What's
you can?
I can kind of.
Yeah,
A little. I get it. If
Yeah.
now that you said it, but if you hadn't said it, I wouldn't have thought that.
Yeah.
If you hadn't
The
said
brain works.
He
There.
stares at
Yeah.
my chest too often. That's what it is.
Yeah, I'm allowed to.
that. I mean, hey,
Married.
that's the wife, you know.
Yeah. Cool. You're up.
My 3. Man, I have a lot that I love. One of my favorites is I have a lady face on my hand. I don't know. I just think traditional lady faces are like
They're
classy.
sick.
I don't know
You
something.
can't go wrong with them.
Yeah, they're just classy. It's a classy piece for a hand, so I really love that. Goodness, I have a lot of tattoos that I do like. I like my little rat. Shout out to Bryce.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, a little rat with its head chopped off. I think that one kind of speaks for itself.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, love my little rat. And then I have some words across my chest. It says, "What you imagine is what you create."
Love
I
that.
I love that quote. It's actually mistaken for a Buddha quote, but it's not.
Really?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can
you'll see
see
it all the
that.
time. You'll see the little pictures of Buddha with like it, and it's not
Hmm.
even a Buddha quote.
That's strange.
Yeah, yeah, but yeah, Dylan did my chest for me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, pretty much anything, it's hard to put all of that into three,
Oh,
but
for sure. Yeah.
pretty much everything he did on me, man, it's solid work,
Yeah.
I love it.
He's the best.
Definitely. There's certain tattoos, that they have that sentimental
Yeah.
value,
Yeah. No, for sure.
So,
Yeah, I would say that one of mine that I would say it's not even done, but the crow on the side of my head, Dylan as well. Unfortunately, it'll never get done.
right.
But yeah, that's probably one of my favorites just because the story. It doesn't have to be perfect artwork for it to be your favorite,
No, no, not at all.
So I'd say definitely that one. I would say this is kind of goes into one, the diamond and the star on my face. Diamonds for my oldest daughter, stars for my youngest daughter. So that's like a face one that I wouldn't take away. Everything else could go really. And then let's go with the Darth Maul skull on my inner arm.
It's dope.
Yeah,
It's
it's
solid.
awesome.
Oh, yeah.
But
Yeah, that is sick.
hurts so bad. Man. Like the older I get, the more I just don't like getting tattooed. And then I like remember the good old days when I could. I'm like, yeah, I could do that. And then as soon as I start, I'm like, no, I don't want.
No, I really enjoy tattooing myself these days
Yeah, me too.
because I can stop and like
I hate it.
Exactly.
talk to myself and be like, "You got this."
No, that's not what I do. I just stop and I'm like, that's good enough for another
good enough.
Yeah,
But not me. If you're tattooing me, I'm like hating it every second.
Yeah, I hate it when I do it myself, but at least like no one's to, complain when I say
You're just
5 minutes, that's it.
You're complaining to yourself.
Yeah.
That's what I enjoy.
Yeah, I love it. I started.
Well, if you complain to yourself, at least somebody's listening.
Exactly.
Feel me?
Yeah. No,
You know what I mean? At least you're listening to you.
that's
Yeah.
another subject. Like, do tattoo artists really care when they're complaining? 'Cause I personally, my clients are everything to me, and I care so much. But like, is that little thing in the back of your head like,
No, this is what you're here
shut
for.
up?
You're
Yeah,
here
like,
for this shit.
shut up.
I'm the
I hate it.
opposite, man. I feel bad.
I do
Maybe
too.
not.
That's
I
what I'm
do. I
saying.
feel bad.
Yeah.
And
After.
the only reason I feel bad is because I know what they're going through.
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
dude, I know this hurts, man. And if I wish I could make it better, but I can't.
And you could
You know?
tell because there's not a bad thing, like some tattoo artists do care, some don't, and that's fine either way. But you could tell the artists that don't. They're like, someone's complaining, and they're just like,
Yeah. Yeah. I think there's a lack of communication
Yeah.
around the complaining. That's how you know.
yeah, whatever. But I'm usually like, I feel you. Like I don't like getting tattooed at all. They're like, "You serious?" I'm like, "I'm dead serious." And she's always like, "Yeah, he can't take it at all."
Man, I'm 24 and I don't like getting
It
tattoos.
is miserable.
It gets worse the older you
sucks.
get.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it. I'm trying to hurry up and get it done.
I will say that the more miserable you are in life, the easier it is to get tattooed.
Fair enough, man.
1000%.
I'm not as
Always
miserable as I was years ago. I'll
Yeah.
tell you that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, I'm going through some shit, so let's just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I
Yeah,
want
but
to feel that.
That's
pain.
how I ended
Yeah.
up with bad tattoos. Though. That's why I have a giant broken heart covering
Yeah.
up some good skin that could have been used for
But
an
I bet it
office.
didn't hurt, dude. I bet the whole time you were just thinking about that, whatever situation it was, and just powering through it, dude.
No, it still sucked. It still hurt.
Okay, yeah. Cool. So that is the 3 most hated and the 3 favorite tattoos that we have. So yeah, if you guys have any ideas on podcasts you want coming up, I saw in a comment that people wanted to know more backstories of our tattoos. So thanks you, Shane and Wayland, for coming on and giving me some backstories.
Yeah.
So it wasn't
Thanks
just
for having me.
me talking to all you guys about the same stories I always have. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and you have a wonderful day.